Lords of Sin is a dark and brutal Dungeons & Dragons narrative play intended for adults and adults only. Specific content warnings can be found in the episode descriptions. Rise up, sinners. Lords of Sin is back.
A cold mountain breeze pushes at the flames of Zamreth's enchanted torch. The wind here, on top of Eltheris, Lonely Father Peak, won't extinguish its blaze no matter how hard it tries. Zamreth of the Second Terrace, adjudicator of Thaval-Ahim, walks down one of the alleys in the low terrace. About 4,000 dwarves, humans, Goliaths, goblins, orcs, and elves reside in the low terrace. But none are seen on the streets tonight, as adjudicators patrol and members of the Sky Watch watch from overhead. Zamreth blows into their hand. One of the downsides of an enchanted torch: doesn't keep you warm on patrol. As they emerge from the alleyway, Zamreth crosses paths with Bellamar of the First Terrace, a fellow adjudicator. Bellamar raises a hand in greeting, looks around, and whispers something into Zamreth's ear. Zamreth goes pale. Their eyes dart while they listen. When Bellamar pulls away, Zamreth hesitates. "This is confirmed?" Bellamar nods. "It'll be official in the morning." And departs. Zamreth stands in the biting wind for a long time. Their lips pursing, jaw tightening. Eventually they nod to themselves, take a deep breath, and continue their cold patrol. Lorwryn and Kalista, you, when we left, were outside of the Pinnacle Court, having requested an audience with the High Adjudicator. The High Adjudicator looks at her guards stationed outside of the Pinnacle Court, and one of them gives a head gesture towards the two of you across the street. And she approaches. She wears beautiful, warm, ornamental armor that, though ornamental, still looks very, very effective, and you see blood on her as she approaches, staining her breastplate slightly. The fur mantle over her shoulders still has ruby drops sitting on the tips of the hairs. And she walks over to the two of you. "My name is Lilita, High Adjudicator of Thaval-Ahim in the Pinnacle Court. And you are?"
Kalista will stand, roll her shoulders back. "I am Kalista Levette of the Fourth Terrace, Second Thread Warden of Highgale, daughter of Lance Levette of the Fourth Terrace, and friend of the Pinnacle Court. I request a meeting with you."
"And here I stand. What can I do for you, Kalista of the Low Terrace?"
"I think this is best done in private, if you do not mind."
"Why not? It's cold out. Come inside."
She will follow.
She turns and heads towards the gates and the main door leading into the Pinnacle Court. Lorwryn, do you follow?
I do.
Val, if memory serves, when we left off, you had just escaped back out of the Pinnacle Court after sneaking in to check on Shin. But this time you came with a bag.
Yes.
Are you exiting the same way that you came?
I am not necessarily exiting the same way I came if there's people there.
Okay.
So I'm walking down the way I came, but if I see that there's a lot of people in that area, I'm going to go another way.
Okay. Could you make me a stealth check? Is your goal to get out of this building, though?
Yes.
Okay.
That is my goal.
Okay.
18.
The way that you came actually doesn't seem to be heavily guarded, or even guarded any additionally from when you departed from there. So if you wished to try that way with an 18, you dip back into the dark room where you knocked out one of the guards and took his top level of gear. Do you return his gear or do you keep it?
I return it because I don't want to have to carry it. I don't want to have to carry it out. I don't want to be sticky with it out. So I'm going to return it. And I open up the closet. I kind of creak open the door and I throw it back in there on him. Kind of shove it in there. And you see me fumble with the door to try to shove it, make sure it all fits.
Just as you're pushing the door shut, you just hear a groan from in there. This person's waking up. So you start to dart out the window. As you do, you notice that there is a member of the Skywatch buzzing nearby overhead. How do you, with the knowledge that you do avoid detection, how do you avoid detection as you get out of here?
So when I slip out of the window, there's a little overhanging on this window that keeps rain from falling in. And so you see me stick to the top of the overhang, much like a spider might stick there to make a web. And so I flatten my body very, very close to this overhang.
The Skywatch sails overhead. You wait, you look, and then you're able to climb down and sneak away from the Pinnacle Court grounds. As Lorwryn and Kalista are heading inside and Val is leaving, heading the opposite direction almost simultaneously, Korrin and Jaeger, the two of you had left Kalista's home with the goal of heading to the Pinnacle Court. Now, a reminder, there is a curfew in place for the low terrace. How are you getting out of here?
I was thinking we were just walking.
Yep.
Okay.
We're new here. We don't really know what's going on here in town. I'm just looking around, trying to figure out. I'm kind of hungry, and we're just coming in late and just want a bite to eat.
Curious why everyone is not around. Usually the night scene is a little more hopping.
Of course.
I never in my life expected to hear that from Jaeger.
How would you know that? How does Jaeger know that? Jaeger's 2 months old. What does he know of the nightlife?
Look, he got very specific random information programmed into him.
Flashbacks to Kalista's 20s.
I've got this new sending stone called YouTube.
That tracks for a young child wanting to watch YouTube all the time on an iPad. Yeah.
My mom, Kalista, gave me a sending stone when
I've learned a lot about the world.
My fucking iPad kid robot. God, no.
Yep. It's going to come back with all the memes here soon.
Get off the pad. Get off
Your
the pad.
iTome kid.
He does.
iTome.
Jaeger does talk to Korrin as they're leaving. I think I do have a bit of a plan if, someone comes down and asks us what we're doing. So just kind of play along.
Hey, what are you doing? As a member of the Skywatch sails overhead and drops down to about 8 feet over your head, Jaeger, so about 20 feet up. And as drops down towards you, sends a cluster of 3 dancing lights just surrounding the two of you so that you are illuminated. You're in violation of curfew. Get back inside. Return to your home.
He's gonna whisper over. Should we just go back?
Oh, excuse me. Can you come down closer? I have really bad time of hearing.
No reason to suspect anything. Drops down just about another 5 feet. You are in violation of curfew. Return to your homes by order of the Pinnacle Court.
Oh, we're new to town and we just got in and I'm really hungry and I was trying to find something to eat. Is there a place that's open at least here?
We'll have to wait until morning.
Oh.
Curfew is in effect from dusk till dawn. Return to your homes.
Oh, is that? Oh, well, we didn't know about that. Did you know anything about that?
I did not know anything about that. That explains why everyone is missing.
Thought the town was cursed. Well, we're supposed to meet somebody at the Pinnacle Court too. A friend of ours.
Ooh. I'll let you make either a persuasion or deception check there, your choice, because there's definitely elements of truth there.
18.
Who are you meeting?
I believe her name is what's Kalista?
She is the Thread Warden of Highgale. Does that ring a bell?
In the middle of the night? Very well. I will escort you. Follow me. And he drops down onto the ground about 15 feet in front of you. Both of you make me perception checks.
8.
There are a lot of stars out right now.
26.
26. Ooh. Could you also make me an Arcana check with advantage? The advantage is from that very high roll. Arcana or Nature.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. As this member of the Skywatch descends, you've noticed them flying around before, and you've noticed that there's this almost like distortion of wind around them. They almost look like they have a small centralized wind current around their bodies that is allowing them to fly. But with that 20 on Nature and 26 on Perception, you look at it a bit closer and realize it's an air elemental that seems to be working in a symbiotic way with the members of the Skywatch, giving them their ability to fly about here so conveniently.
Oh, well, that's neat. I didn't know that people knew how to fly like that. How are you able to do that?
Just looks back at you and gives a, come on, let's go.
Oh, I'm just trying to make small talk with you, sir.
The two of you are led to the bridge that connects the low terrace most conveniently to Old Thaval-Ahim, the peak. As the Skywatch member encounters the adjudicators there guarding the bridge, they have a quick discussion. The adjudicators look very confused, but take the word of the member of the Skywatch and escorts you across this glass bridge that is suspended by enchantments and arcane-infused mithril. Even with it being stable, it's a dizzying experience to walk across, as it spans about 350 feet. The member of the Skywatch continues to escort the two of you. We have one more person to check in with. Shin.
Shin is no longer protecting the bag, so he passed the fuck out.
Okay.
Shin is fully unconscious. And in Shin's way, he's still being defiant, so he is snoring loudly. And there's a fun little thing, which is that Shin's anatomy now is that of closer to an air genasi than he was his Goliath heritage, because that's kind of what's happened to him over the time. And so he has an affinity with the wind. And so his snore is deafening because of his ability with breath control. And so he is unconscious, but his snore is thunderous. It is reverberating throughout this. Yeah. It sounds like an old muscle car starting and just can't.
And we see Shin snoring here, but exhausted, beaten, bloody. Your right hand still dangling from your neck. And we see you just pouring sweat in these hot cells beneath the Pinnacle Court. Before we cut back to Kalista and Lorwryn, Korrin, actually, everyone but Shin. Could everyone but Shin please make me wisdom saving throws, please?
Korrin, you get that +5.
Can I have that +5 even though you're like miles away?
No.
With that +5 equals a 13.
Oh, you need it more than me. That's okay.
Oh, that was the +5.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
My God.
Oh no.
We're doing well.
Love that.
I hate that you love that.
Korrin, as you and Jaeger are being escorted to the Pinnacle Court, you hear a voice in your mind. You do have incredible potential, Korrin. It's a shame that the individuals that you're working with continuously fuck it up.
Well, hi. I really don't like people who just let it pop into my brain without explaining who they are first, unannounced. Common courtesy, at least let you know who you are when you knock on my door.
Very fair. You hear this from your right this time, not from in your head. And you see the priest of Ilmater walking next to you, the one that you saw in the council chamber. This better. Though you're correct, I know your name, and perhaps I have you at a disadvantage. My name is Balzabul.
Oh, well, nice to meet you, Mr. Balzabul. Whatever may I help you with today?
Oh, that was my question for you, Korrin. How can I help you? I see that you have good heart, good instincts. I understand better than you might think what it feels like to have your potential wasted because of those with whom you work. I would like to offer you more gainful employment. Oh, and this should go without saying, but please do not bother your large metal friend or the guard walking with you with my presence. They cannot see me.
I figured as much. Well, here's the thing. Balzabul is your name?
Yes.
Okay. A strong, independent, dragonborn woman, who is a small business owner, mind you. I need not of your services anymore, or at all. Because here's the thing. While my compatriots might fuck up a lot of things, that makes it fun. And that's how we all get better in life. You can't be perfect at everything.
I think you might need me more than you think, Korrin. Let me be very transparent with you. Ivor is going to burn. Many will die. I would prefer it be as few as possible. And I'm offering you the chance to choose who might survive. You certainly have those that you care about. Yes? I can't imagine an individual like you would not be snatched up by some beautiful man or woman. Maybe a halfling.
Me and my friends are going to kick your ass. Understand that. I don't want your help, and I don't need your help. And right now, I'd kindly like you to get the fuck out of my head. Ta-ta for now.
As you look over, no longer there. Kalista and Lorwryn, you are led into the Pinnacle Court by Lilita of the First Terrace, High Adjudicator. There are a number of adjudicators here in the entry hall when you walk in. Lilita gives a nod to a few of them and guides you all to a room just right off this central hall, just a small meeting room. As she walks in, she gives a hand gesture and arcane lamps illuminate in the room. Still soft, it is late at night. She takes a seat at the table in here and gestures for the two of you to do the same.
Kalista's gonna stay standing.
As she sits, you see as she looks at her fingernails, picks something from underneath it. So, you sought an audience and I am very tired. It is late. What can I do for you?
When was the last time you walked in the lower terrace?
Day before yesterday. Why?
Did you notice anything? Out of the ordinary?
I assume there is something particular you are trying to draw my attention to. Could we be done with the question and answer style of conversing and you tell me what you want?
It's not something I want, but it's something you might need.
I'm all ears.
There has been a spark lit in the fourth terrace. A whisper of revolution on the wind. I have only been here a short while and I have heard it. And although I know for a fact the upper terraces can handle a revolution, can cut it down, it does not mean that blood will not be spilt, that centuries of elven blood will not flow in those cobbled streets. It needs to be stopped. Cut down before it begins.
All right. What are you proposing?
Currently there is a name whispered amongst these voices in the wind. A name that these people are slowly building the revolution around for his actions tonight, as he stood for the people. Shin of the Sky Fist is on their voices, is flowing through those streets and igniting this flame, feeding it.
Make me a deception check.
Come on, dice, please don't fuck me today. I got a 5. Is there any way I could get advantage on this?
You start the session with an inspiration.
I'm gonna use it. 18.
Well, that's a significantly different story. Interesting. What exactly are they saying?
People do not like to be stepped on. They do not like to be pressed down, even if there is a reason behind it, even if it is justified for the greater good. And after he stood up for the people, they feel they can do the same. They feel they can raise their fists for the Sky Fist, and we must stop it before elven blood is spilled.
Well, you may be from the low terrace, but your father's blood does run in your veins. What do you propose?
If you know my father, you know what I do.
I know what he did.
It's a family business. Those that wear the name Livette do the same. I can make your martyr disappear. He will remain a whisper. He will be punished greatly for his actions, but it will not feed this flame any further. Those whispers will stay whispers. They will not become a chant. His name will not be chanted in these streets, and they will not rise. I can guarantee it.
She drums her fingers while listening to you, and after you stop, as she considers. She stands up, walks towards one of the windows, grabbing one wrist with the other hand behind her back. And then she turns to you. I like it. However, I am not in a position to make that decision. That is a matter for the Pinnacle Court. What I can do is permit you, an audience, an opportunity to make your suggestion to the Pinnacle Court before they pass sentence.
How long? Until the Pinnacle Court meets. For if the whispers have already begun, they will grow in volume.
We can tend to those flames for now. His trial is set for noon tomorrow. I can ensure that you are able to speak before they pass judgment.
Trials are a public matter, are they not? In the way that his name will be spoken in these streets before this court.
Public trials are public. Not all trials are public trials, especially in these times. The populace need not know everything, for their own good. I will even lend my voice in support of your idea.
Good.
Good thinking, Kalista Liavet. And she starts to add the final moniker of your dwelling, but then chooses not to. I will meet you in the entry hall.
I have no shame where I come from. The Pinnacle Court placed us in the 4th terrace for a reason. We can hear everything from the bottom.
Should the court agree with your suggestion, you will not reside in the low terrace for long.
Much obliged. Noon tomorrow?
Noon tomorrow.
Thank you kindly. And she'll bow. And she'll leave.
Lorwryn, would you have been doing anything or saying anything during this time?
She was looking at her mostly expectantly, with reverence, even. And when she does the bow, she'll just do a head nod and turn and walk behind Kalista.
We see Kalista and Lorwryn descend the steps that lead to the Pinnacle Court through the heavy gates past the guards where the two of you can talk a little bit more privately. The wind, very, very cold as you step outside.
I had hoped to deal with this tonight, but...
She is a woman of the law, even if she might bend that to her will. There is hope yet. Let us just hope that everybody else didn't cause a problem.
It will be best if we can all meet back at my house.
That would be the best, yes.
It will be incredibly disappointing if they left.
At about that moment, Lorwryn and Kalista, you see walking towards the Pinnacle Court, led by a member of the Skywatch, a very easy to distinguish 12-foot tall silhouette, and Korrin walking along next to him.
Our escort, to make sure that we are safe in these times, along with the Skywatch.
Much obliged.
We are blessed. Yes.
Is this who you were here to meet?
Yes, Lady Kalista, we are your new security detail. After what happened with the last ones, trust us, we were sent on high regard of your esteemed importance.
Could you do me a favor? Could you make me a deception check, Korrin?
Not lying, it's a bodyguard. That's what I've been doing.
There's something.
Most of that was a lie.
No.
Massaging of
The
truth
giant
there.
metal man literally is the bodyguard. Let's be real about
Well, the
that.
brute squad.
Yes.
17.
The Skywatch member. Well, I'm happy to have helped. I'll leave you to it. Steps back about 5 feet and pushes off from the ground. The air elemental around him, propelling him up from the ground.
We are to go directly home, and we are to go very quickly. I will fill you in with the rest of it later.
Did it go well? Or do we need to be on alert?
We will fill you in with the rest of it later.
Val, from where you are, just dipped into a nearby alleyway, you can see your 4 companions meeting up again.
Can I cast Sending?
Yeah, of course you can. To whom?
Val,
Oh.
get your ass home. And then she's just going to kind of look off in the direction and then look back for just a second.
Can I drop down and join them on their walk?
100%. So Lorwryn sends this message. The 4 of you turn and start to leave here. Could you make me a stealth check,
Yeah.
Val? I just want to know how quietly you do this. Oh, you have a plus 11.
13.
Gross. With a damn. So you were moving pretty stealthily, but just like a piece of shin or a piece of rock from one of the tops of the dwellings nearby here just gives away your location enough just as you drop down right next to your friends.
We got a 23 perception. That's why I'm looking directly at her. Get
you
your
knew
ass
where she
home.
was.
You can't out sneak the sneaky.
You merely adopted the dark.
Yeah, quite literally, I was born into it.
I was born in it, yeah. Very Bane.
Mom?
That's a whole other side story to tell. So Val, you drop down next to your companions just as they've walked about 100 feet away from the Pinnacle Court.
And you just hear me go, ugh. Long night.
At least you could join us.
Did you get it?
Yes.
Good.
Shall we, before we
Quickly
cause
now.
more issues? And Kalista will lead them
Yes.
towards her home.
All right. No problem. The travel back is easy. Getting into the low terrace is no problem. It's a one-way barrier.
Did we notice there were people out and about on this level?
A few, but it is also 1 a.m.
Yeah. But it's not full curfew just to enforce that. There is
No, the curfew is just in that one terrace.
Gotcha. Cool.
You all return, no problem, easy. As you all re-enter Kalista's childhood home in the low terrace, what y'all doing?
They cut it off.
I suspected as much.
It's lucky they did not kill him on sight.
Yes.
I have an audience with the court tomorrow. His trial starts at noon. It is our only chance to get him out.
is to keep them from publicly executing him?
Martyrdom. He stood up for the people of the Fourth Court. If he is publicly executed, they will use that as a sign to start a revolution. They can't afford a two-front war right now.
In their minds, they are only fighting a one-front war.
I'll enlighten them tomorrow.
No, I do believe that's what we need to do, because they believe that the citizens of this ward is being controlled by Balzabul, when we know that that is probably not true. It's the other way around. I mean, honestly, that is how devils work, right? At least the devil of pride. But trying to get them to see that is going to be very difficult.
We came from a destroyed city. News from that will follow us almost as quickly as we traveled. We can use Hygale as an example of what they face soon. And they will need a united front.
Reality exists only in the mind and nowhere else, so Kiri is hoping that we can reach a few of them tomorrow.
It's been a long time since I stood in front of that court.
Did it go well last time?
Mixed results.
Do we think Blazabul will be present? Perhaps taking refuge in one of the Pinnacle Court's bodies? Because if that is the case, maybe we take him out then?
I think he is present in all of the minds of the elves, currently. Possibly all the minds of this city.
Should we start a protest?
No. That will
I'm just
destroy. That will destroy whatever argument I have right now. I am fully using the idea of stopping a revolution to save Shin. If we are to start one, I have nothing.
But what if one is already starting right now and has nothing to do with Shin, and it's already been there?
Then more innocent blood will be spilt. The choice for mankind that lies between freedom and happiness. For the great bulk of them, they will choose happiness. What you are trying to do is get them to risk their lives because they believe that they are being oppressed. Or they can go on living on their knees.
Did I hear, when I was sneaking around town, Ethan, did I hear any kind of unrest from from the lower terrace at all, basically? I'm wondering if they're doing sneaky stuff at all right now in the night when we were out.
Well, you all headed out pretty quickly, and with the curfew, people were inside buildings, so you didn't really get much of an opportunity to overhear anything in the low terrace. Curfew had already taken effect.
Okay. Well, let's try diplomacy then. We can try it.
What I've been suggesting since the beginning.
And if it works, and we get Shin out, what then? Blazabul is still in power?
We deal with him.
Korrin, as Jaeger says that, you hear, "Would you tell him to say my name right?" Balzabul.
I was wondering if he was going to make a comment.
And you see the priest of Ilmater just sitting in one of the chairs here in this room.
Korrin can hear, but Korrin is in the kitchen of this place making dinner because Korrin is hungry. So it's just, oh, you're here. How are you doing tonight? Just making dinner. He said your name wrong, right?
This should be interesting. I can't wait to see what you all do next.
Is this fun for you?
A ball.
You don't get that much entertainment in the Nine Hells? Is that what you're telling me?
It's terribly dreary.
Are you able to to maneuver things in your current form?
Even if I could, I'm not helping you cook.
Oh, then get out of my way, because I need to get this spices real quick. Excuse me.
They're going to get someone killed, Korrin. Someone you care about. It's only a matter of time. You've already died fighting alongside them. How was your time in Avernus? Is it still as pleasant there as I remember?
You know, after a while, I lost count of how many of y'all I killed. Know that.
You lost count. I never lose count of my kills.
They stop becoming important after a while.
Enjoy your dinner.
As you were saying, Jaeger, I feel his presence is already in most of the minds of this city. Whether he's there in somebody's body or not, it doesn't make a difference during the court. We're not going to start a battlefield while we're trying to fight for Shin's life, while his hand hangs around his neck. We need to be ready. We need to be prepared.
Well, there's no point in doing it on an empty stomach. And she just brings in a giant pot of the stew, because I keep the ingredients on me. Well, here, eat this. I worked with what I had. Also, y'all keep saying his name wrong, so keep doing that because it pisses him off. Just starts pouring stew.
Take a luck point for the stew, Korrin.
Hold on a minute.
What do you mean?
Oh, he's been talking to me since we got down there to the jail cell. He's been trying to whisper sweet nothings in my ear, but they're all just lies anyway, so it's fun. He doesn't like to help me cook, though. He was in there. He just stood there in my kitchen. Didn't want to help. So I told him to get the hell on.
I'm glad you're back, Korrin.
Oh, you're welcome.
And he was worried about the giant metal men calling him names. Oh, that's cute for Blasey.
So yeah, just keep saying his name wrong. It pisses him off, and it makes me happy.
Yeah.
Somewhere an archdevil is just like, call me fucking blushing.
I'm pretty partial to Balsavul.
Oh, I like that one.
Is there anything anyone else is wishing to do this evening before taking a long rest? Because, reminder, the resurrection of Korrin happened this morning.
It's been a long day, y'all.
Wine glass out. Yes. Yes, it has.
Korrin puts out like a special thing for Jaeger, because Jaeger can't eat real food. So it's just more of like a automaton concoction of, here you go.
What exactly is in this?
Well, I've learned to cook for your kind, Warforges and other metal people, and this way it'll give you your nutrients as well instead of like real food, so it's fuel for your body.
That is most kind. Could you help open my hatch in the back?
And she does. She obliges.
Oh. We're about to see a Balsavul.
So, you all settle down, get some sleep. Shin.
Yeah.
I saw your hand.
At about what would be 3 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, Shin, eyes bolt open, somewhat recovered. Not much, but enough. And he spends his monk training exploring the key that is in the amulet that is in his hand. And he starts to try to understand what it exactly does, what it's capable of, what it does or does not. And he follows using his key, he follows the threads off of it, chasing him down. Can't manipulate it. He's not as good as Kalista or Lorwryn, but he can just allow it to guide him, following the paths. What does he feel and see?
Make me an Arcana check.
That is a 14.
Enchanted items, the arcane, the weave has never been your area of focus. You know that this amulet is enchanted, and through your previous connection with it, you know it is able to open your cell door. You did that to allow Val to take the bag from you. That's the extent of what you know it can do.
Shin's going to go up to the barrier, and he's going to use all of his senses and awareness to see, to smell, to hear who is around him. How many of them are there? What can he perceive?
Since you are still within your barless cell, could you make me a perception check? And I'll give you advantage on this because it's not just perception right now, it's also what you perceived while you were out free before.
That is a dirty 20.
You saw easily 50, 70 individuals down here in these cells. And just a reminder now that you are awake, it is about 85 degrees down here. Very warm. Make me a history check here. This is going to be a high DC, but I want to give you this chance because you've been around.
It's a 10.
You know you've heard something about the heat that is used in Thaval-Ahim, that it comes from within the mountain itself, kind of geothermal. The temperature down here is noticeably different, and there are numerous small cracks in the stone in the hall that you can even see the shimmering of heat coming up from them.
And one other thing. When he originally searched the guard, was this the only amulet on him?
It's the only one you were able to take.
But was it the only one of like it?
They all seem, as far as you notice, seem to have similar medallions on.
Shin tries to open the cell next to him.
Make me another Arcana check.
That did not go well. That was a 3.
You weren't sure if it worked.
He goes to the other wall, and he tries to open that cell.
It's the same. You had this, you formed this connection to activate it, and you formed that connection again. You just don't know if it worked. The quote-unquote bars here are made of force. There's no clanging sound of them opening or shutting. How would you know?
He opens his cell. He does know how to open his cell.
Mm-hmm.
He opens his cell and peeks his eye around the corner. And I'm going to attempt to stealthily see if I can see any guards and not be perceived.
No perception check necessary. You do not see any adjudicators in the hall right now.
So I'm going to step out of my cell and then just try to put my arm through the door of the cell beside me.
You hit an invisible barrier.
It did not work. I'm assuming I cannot attempt again.
Make me another Arcana check.
Still not good. 6.
You just don't know exactly how this works. How do you choose which one is opening? How do you use it?
Another idea. Is there anybody in this cell?
The one right next to you, yes. There are two dwarves in this cell that are sleeping on the floor at the moment.
I go to the cell on the other side. Is anyone in there?
The other one directly adjacent to yours is empty.
You there? You too? Hey.
One of the dwarves opens an eye and then the other and pushes themselves up a little bit. Who are you?
What are you in for?
I honestly still do not really know. I was minding my own business and my wife and I, Who are you? You are not one of the adjudicators.
No, I am like you. Another victim of pride and prejudice.
yeah, you're not wrong. How did you get out?
I am unlucky and lucky at the same time, and he holds the necklace out. But I am not magically inclined, so I have attempted a couple of times to open your cell, and I cannot seem to figure it out.
Dwarf kind of crawls a little bit closer, moving away from his wife. You should get back in your cell before they find you.
Probably should.
If they find you out, there will be worse punishment than your hand.
There is no greater punishment than being bereft of freedom. And he looks at this dwarf in his eyes. If I live through this, I will come for you all.
Just swallows and gives you a shaky nod.
Now, good and kindly dwarf, what is your name?
Tormer.
Tormer. A strong name. Probably a mighty clan. Do you know of anyone in this jail? Is magically inclined?
I do not know. I have not been able to escape my cell. I do not know. Shin, at this moment you hear a of armored steps from down the hall.
It was a pleasure to meet you.
They are coming. Get back. Get safe.
I get back in my cell and I relock it. And I wait and listen. I sit cross-legged on the floor and stare at the front.
You see a light starting to approach as the steps grow louder. And you just hear, under the person's breath, fucking hot down here. See an adjudicator walk past, a floating light hovering over their palm. Just walk past your cell. The light dims. The steps grow fainter.
I wonder where he's going. I open the door again, and I look down the way he went. First I look the way he came. Is it clear?
Mm-hmm.
And I look the way he's going. Is it deeper into the prison?
Seems to be.
I wonder where that goes. And I'm going to follow him at a distance.
Okay. Make me a stealth check, please.
23.
Hoo. Yeah. You creep quietly behind, just mostly watching the light as it curves, not even really keeping your eye on the individual, staying far enough back but watching the aura of the light so that you can keep a consistent distance, and you follow for about 5 minutes. And then you see the light stop the light starts to grow brighter again as the steps start to get a little bit louder.
Is there anything around me that is, like, how high is the ceiling? Is it the low ceiling still?
It's not as low in the tunnel as it is in the cells. It's about 10 feet tall.
Okay. How wide is it? And is it arched?
It varies because it's still relatively natural formations.
Okay.
But in terms of width, 2 individuals could walk comfortably abreast.
So Shin is going to up the wall and then use wings unfurled to keep him on the ceiling. And he's going to wait for him to pass underneath him.
That is a different type of stealth, so I need another stealth check, please.
22.
Damn. You see this adjudicator just as you are pushing yourself up, you're flattening just against where there's a natural inconsistency in the wall, and it juts out a little bit so you can press yourself without being seen as the adjudicator comes around the bend. You see the light getting brighter, the steps getting louder. You watch the adjudicator pass by you.
And then as soon as he's a good distance, I just float, because I do have slow fall, down to the ground. And I assume, Shin is assuming that if the deeper in, the worse the criminal. And so he's looking in these cells, and is there anyone in them?
There are a few. It's a little less populated down this way, but there are 3 or 4 occupied cells that you notice as you walk down this way.
Which one of them is skinny? Skinny and unnaturally clean. Or maybe cleaner than he should be.
Everyone down here looks pretty grimy, in the cells that you see.
I got you.
There is a human who is fairly skinny, relatively emaciated, not doing great on the health front.
You there?
Huh? Her eyes just barely open.
I am not an hallucination. Do you know magic?
Only a little.
Only a little. Does any of your compatriots in this block know magic?
My brother is in the sky cells.
He's in the sky cells.
Anyone else who's down here? Do you have anything? Any water? Please.
I do not, unfortunately. All I have, and he reaches his only good hand into his belt and pulls out a flask of tea that he took out of his bag of holding before Val got it. And he desperately wants to open this one door.
Make me one more Arcana check.
It's a 2, but I'm gonna spend my inspiration doing this.
Okay.
16.
You try so desperately. You want so badly for this cell door to open. I can help. Is this the one you want open? Consider it done.
Why do you come to me? You made this happen.
Me? I made nothing happen. This was all them. All I did was give them permission to let the cockroaches out from underneath the carpet.
I know that's true.
Reason doesn't matter. The door is open.
And he puts his nub out. Goes to her.
The woman looks almost a little scared as you start walking into her cell. No. Please, I didn't do anything, please.
I am no adjudicator. Just drink.
Pours the drink into her mouth.
Cracked lips as the lukewarm tea falls into her mouth and she drinks as greedily as her energy allows her, and then she kind of slowly lowers her head back down to where she was lying. Thank you.
I wish I could do more for you, child. You know no one in these cells that knows magic.
We're just gardeners.
On horrors, mortal hearts harbor. That we could do this to one another. I will promise you, child, that if my God has not abandoned me, I will rain fury upon this castle. I will come for you. I will unbind these chains. And I will take you somewhere where you will never be bound again. If I do not return, if I do not survive, I am so sorry for the darkness and pain that exists within the hearts of mortal men.
She's just breathing, labored.
He takes off part of his shawl, wraps it over, places it under her head.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Leaves the tea with her and walks out of her cell, looks back at her, takes the amulet, places it in her hand and underneath her body.
Do not let them know you have it.
And then walks out.
I wish I could trust you, demon. I wish I could trust you. 'Cause there is a temptation in my heart, a pain and a hardness growing, that I would grab your power and rain fire upon these. But you would use me to do so much worse. You would use me to make it so much worse.
A matter of perspective. If what you wish is the knowledge to bring Thaval-Ahim down in flames, I can tell you how. Or not.
You could tell me, and I would love to know. But you would never let me enact it. And if you did, you would just use me to bring this kind of pain somewhere else. God, I wish I could trust you. I wish my God was here.
But he isn't. I am, though. If you change your mind, do it quick. You don't have long. I'll be here, waiting.
Shin is going to sneak back towards his cell. He can't close it back. And he's going to sit cross-legged, and he's going to take the rest of his rest.
Okay.
But the moment they come to get him, when he hears them coming, he's going to step out of his cell before they ever get there. He's going to look them dead in their eyes, hands out.
Well, we'll get to that. Because that won't be until around noon. Before then, the 5 of you get your long rest. You all wake. What would you like to do? Jaeger.
First thing, once everyone wakes up, he is going to gather Kalista and Korrin and take each of them by the hand. Well, we don't know what the day brings, so here's some assurance. And he's going to cast Death Ward on both of them. And in the past, it looked like the lettering from his oath floated over to Kalista, but this time, where her white scar is from the stab wound, over the top of it burns a little goldish outline of a small bird. And yeah, so if you go down to 0 HP, you'll go to 1 instead.
Okay.
You're my little bird.
Oh, fuck you.
Thanks, I needed pain. First thing in a fucking morning. She will, still holding Jaeger's hand, she's just going to place her hand over the bird. Thank you.
You got this today. I will follow you. We all will.
Jaeger, I'm sorry for yesterday. You brought me back and I acted as if you did wrong.
It is quite all right.
No. It's not. You are my creation, but you are a being with a soul. I do not rule your every move. And it was not a position I should have put you in. For that, I am sorry.
He's gonna raise a big hand up to the side of her face. But now it is a position that I want to be in. You have my loyalty and my life. As do, and he'll look around. Pause on Lorwryn for a second. Most of the people in this room. But thank you.
You've done good. You've done so very good. And your kindness will be remembered.
His head just tilts a little bit, and the little eyes that are glowing behind his visor start blinking a little bit faster. Straightens up. So where to first?
I think we could use some food. TheMalloMan. Take a walk. She's gonna take where his hand is on her cheek, and she's just gonna move it, kiss the palm, and put it down. Shall we? And she'll leave the house.
What about the rest of you? Anyone doing anything first thing in the morning?
Lorwryn would be off to the side meditating after waking up and things like that out of the trance. And will cast Sending to Shin.
This is an incredible moment of things working out very well, because the anti-magic field that is active within Thaval-Ahim's lower cells is also activated at the same time as the bars, which means the fact that Shin never reclosed his door, his cell door, means that the sending gets through.
I love it when a plan comes together.
So, you cast Sending, and Shin, you receive the following.
Shin, sit tight. Don't do anything stupid. We will get you out of there today. We promise. We'll see you soon, at noon.
Define stupid.
We're gonna have to define it, apparently.
That's a very subjective term, you know.
If you enjoyed this episode, please leave a review, a comment, and share with your friends. Want to support the podcast and get some behind-the-scenes content and some extra goodies? Check out Go Buff Yourself on Patreon. Lords of Sin is Cory J. Phillips as Shin, Danielle Phillips as Valkerie, TheMalloMan as Lorwryn, Aaron as Jaeger, Matty as Kalista, Mav as Korrin, and Ethan as all the other stuff.